You can also listen to us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/The Clock Cleaners.
Hello, welcome to the Clock Cleaners podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Keith.
And today we're recapping Smackdown Live from June 13th. I messed myself up with the live part.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. They hammer it home every time.
It's true.
SmackDown Live, SmackDown Live.
I still don't care. I still call it Smackdown, except for that.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this was the go-home show for Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, decent episode.
It's true.
It's pretty much par for the course for SmackDown.
Yeah, it's never terrible.
No, not really.
I must say, though, I'm very disappointed that there was no conversations on top of ladders during the build-up to that.
You really liked that from last year.
It was great.
It was good. But
anyway.
Yeah. So we open the show with the New Day coming out with a live entrance.
Yeah,
I guess
they're doing like a New Orleans parade theme.
Yeah,
or I should say like a Mardi Gras themed. Entrance.
Yeah, they were handing out beads and stuff too.
So
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so they basically said that they had to make a grand entrance because New Orleans is hosting WrestleMania next year.
Yes.
So
not the venue they were in. They were next to it.
Yes.
They were in the Smoothie King Stadium yesterday.
Yeah, I did see that outside.
So dumb.
Hey.
Stupid.
Whatever.
Evil corporate sponsors.
Tell us how you really feel.
I did.
Oh, okay. That's it?
Yeah.
Fair enough. So basically they come out and talk about beating the Usos on Sunday and winning the belts.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Usos come out. And they go on about their
How
shtick as usual.
Yeah, because it's the
Usos
Penitentiary.
Yeah.
So dumb. And then that's when the Fashion Police come out.
They say that, they're the
The
ones.
Usos won't be arresting anybody because we're the police.
Yeah. And then oddly, the Colognes come out.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense because obviously if they're going to have the two teams on each side.
This could be a pre-show match.
What?
The Colognes and
versus the Fashion Police? It's possible.
Just because, Breezango's gotten such a
reaction?
Yeah.
I would say that would make sense if it wasn't for the fact that they almost pretty much just blatantly said that they're done with the Cologne case during last week's.
Yeah, but you're thinking logical.
I know.
You remember?
Yes.
We've had this discussion numerous times.
It would be the death of us.
Yes.
Either way. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, they finished talking, and then I guess they kind of announced that there was going to be an 8-man tag match.
I think they, at the start of the show, they did.
Yeah.
Or something.
I remember seeing something like that, and then that's when the New Day had come out. So, anyway, so they cut back from commercial, and they have the 8-man tag, the Usos and the Colognes versus the New Day and Breezango.
Yeah.
I think, Big E was sitting out for the New Day?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Well, I think they try to make it as even as possible.
Yeah.
And since it's probably going to be Kofi and Big E, and last week it was Big E and...
right, and I think it could have just been the simple fact that Xavier Woods and Tyler Breeze are really good friends, so this might be the only opportunity they get to wrestle together.
I guess so.
You never know.
Well, yeah, because I know that usually for pay-per-views it's Big E and Kofi.
Yeah.
And last week it was... I guess they just rotate to try to... Since Austin's not going to be... Or Xavier's not going to be in the match, to have him do the both SmackDown shows.
Right.
So... Or I could be wrong, and he could be in the match, too.
It's true. You never know.
But, yeah, it's most likely not going to be the case.
The Freebirds rule, whatever.
It's true. The Wyatts did that, too.
They did.
It's just funny, because I so called it... Well, I didn't call it, because they only had the titles for, a week.
No, it was longer than that.
But they only defended them, once.
Yeah. Yeah, American Alpha's... their rematch.
Yeah. So it was funny because when they had won and they said that they were going to use the Freebird rules, I said right then and there, Wyatt will not defend that title even though he won it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was right because the one match they were in, he wasn't in it and they lost.
Maybe he knew himself too well that he's such a loser. in when it comes to matches that he wouldn't defend them.
He's such a loser when it comes to his job.
Hey, he's making more money than us.
Yeah, that's true. Now I'm sad.
Yeah. So this match was decent, though.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty even at first. Obviously, Breezango and the New Day worked well together. Very good chemistry, just in their characters and their in-ring ability.
Well, they're both gimmicky tag teams,
Right.
So they can play off of each other.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So
And that's what they did. So I guess this was one of the matches, possibly the only match that went through the commercial break.
Mm-mm.
What other match
They did it during Charlotte and Natalya.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, they did. Yeah, usually it's 2 matches.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know
I
what their
think that's-
reasoning behind it is.
Longer commercials.
Maybe. Well, yeah, they did the playing the action during the commercial,
Yeah.
so they don't cut away.
But during the commercial break is when the heels got advantage. When after some back and forth, Breeze was eventually able to make the hot tag to, I believe, Xavier Woods.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had some back and forth, and I guess I don't know if it was their technical finisher, because I forget what they call it. They did it last week.
The Midnight Hour.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think
it
he
was
just hit a stomp, right?
Yeah, he just stomped him when Kofi was holding him up.
Mm-hmm. And the New Day and Breezango got the win. Not a huge surprise here,
No.
but an entertaining match.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what they're gonna do at the pay-per-view.
I have ideas.
Well, I would say that the Usos are just gonna cheat to win
Mm-hmm.
because how are you gonna put the Usos over clean on?
Oh no, no point.
That doesn't make any sense.
They don't win clean anyway.
It's not true.
Yeah,
They beat Breezango clean. They beat American Alpha clean. They never cheat to win.
It's true.
This would be the first time. I think.
Fair enough. Yes, no, you're correct.
They don't have they have heel tactics, but they never cheat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Whatever.
anyway, moving on.
Yep.
They what?
Nothing. This crap with Sammy.
Like I said, I find it endearing.
Yeah, I mean, apparently this is how he really is.
Yeah, he's a big nerd.
Yeah, but
cool.
apparently it's turned up a little bit.
Yeah, whatever. So Shinsuke and AJ are in the back. They're talking about their matches, right?
Yeah.
And Sammy comes up and he's all excited.
Well, yeah, they talked about how Sammy gets excited
Oh,
and
okay.
everything for big matches. So they were kind of, I don't
Making
know if
fun
one
of him?
Yeah, not really, but they were just like preparing themselves because they were waiting for it.
Oh,
To which Sammy came in and was all excited about wanted to know about their strategy and going on about, well, what if Owen starts first? Yeah, but what if Corbin starts? But what if Dolph starts? Well, then we do this and that. Yeah. So
I liked it when he did that with AJ and Orton too.
Yeah.
It was good.
it's a little over the top.
I enjoy it.
That's fine.
Anyway,
You're entitled to enjoy it.
it's true. It's my job.
Your job is to enjoy it.
It's my job to enjoy the things that I enjoy.
All right. Fair enough.
Mhm.
Not going to argue that.
Exactly.
But yeah, we basically end the segment with Shinsuke saying, "I like him," and then AJ just kind of like rolled his eyes. I'm like, "Of course he would."
Exactly.
Yep.
They're both eccentric.
Oh yeah. But Sammy is no artist.
True that.
Yeah. Up next, we had a interview with Dasha interviewing Mojo
Mm-hmm.
about his loss to Jinder last week.
Yes.
And Mojo kind of praised Jinder like he did on Talking Smack a couple weeks ago.
Well, yeah, because he
Same.
felt that he should have been more prepared or something.
Right. And saying that Jinder has improved since their last encounter, which was almost 2 months ago.
Magic. Not Bray Wyatt magic, but just mysteriously going from losing to everybody to being WWE champion.
Yeah. So basically, he was taking the loss and helping him move toward the future, get better.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Yeah. And then returning Zack Ryder shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And basically he talks about how they have unfinished business as a team.
It's true.
Which, you see one of them turning heel? See Zack Ryder heel turn?
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
No. What I see,
because they're not going to be a team together. Maybe a a one-off, but that's about it.
I don't know. I didn't really think of it because I honestly figured that they were giving Mojo a shot, and maybe they didn't feel like. Well, I wasn't sure if the single push that they had or the
For
brief,
Mojo?
Yeah. I think that was just because Ryder got hurt. Like, obviously, that's why it happened, but I think that there was no legitimate plans.
Why would they have him win the Andre the Giant? I mean, that had to be
I think
in
what
place
what?
probably right after Ryder got hurt.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that the reason... Well, I'm sure they didn't know for sure who was going to win until...
Sure. But just had Jinder win if you were going to give him the big push.
But I don't think they planned on that.
Well, yeah, because like I said, it was probably for Rusev.
Yeah, I think that I think the Jinder push happened very quickly.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, it was kind of oh crap. We gotta do something.
The decision was probably made after he went to SmackDown.
Yeah,
because he lost to Mojo during his first match on SmackDown.
That's right. Yeah, and then 2 weeks later he won the 6-pack challenge. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that if anything, they'll team together. They might not stay together, but I don't think they would end up feuding with each other. I could be wrong. It would make sense.
You never know.
You just don't get that vibe from the situation.
No, but like I said, what are you gonna do with the New Day there? The Fashion Police have elevated themselves. The Usos are there. You're going to get a repackaged American Alpha at some point. They're too talented to not be on TV.
It's true. I don't know. Maybe.
SmackDown's got a lot of problems with what to do with stars.
Well, yeah, because they only have the 2 hours and the fact that it's just you can only fit so much.
I know, yeah. And you're obviously going to put your top talent on the show.
Mm-hmm. Nope, poor Todd Dillinger.
Yeah, like that sign that said something about Ty missing or something like that. Have you seen this man?
Mm-hmm.
Guy was holding up a perfect 10 sign. Yeah, pretty funny. Yeah, it's sad.
Sometimes they have funny signs.
Yeah. So next we had a match between Naomi and Tamina. I kind of figured this was going to be Naomi and Carmella again.
Well, the reason why this match happened was because Tamina pinned Naomi during the tag match.
No, is that the reason they made it? Okay.
No, I'm just saying that would be the logical.
I actually missed this match and then went back and rewatched it. Yeah, I kind of figured. I didn't think they wanted her to get the win over Tamina, coming back and not really having, established herself yet.
Tamina?
Yeah.
I don't think they really care about Tamina. I think that the reasoning behind this was more to to get to the point at the end.
I know, I got that.
I think that it didn't really matter who did.
Yeah.
I think this was strictly because Tamina got the pin.
Right.
So let's put her in a match with the
I guess.
With the
champion. That makes sense. But yeah, Lana came out to watch the match at ringside, which wasn't a huge surprise. And Tamina pretty much controlled the match for the entire length of it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Tamina went up top, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, well, she's not really known for flying.
So Naomi jumped up. I guess she used the bottom rope to jump up and kick her, and threw Tamina down. And then hit her with the split leg and moonsault for the pin.
Yeah.
To which Lana then comes in the ring and hits her with I guess it's a hammerlock sit-out spine buster. I was trying to figure out what move it was.
What, did you look that up?
Yeah, I looked it up,
okay. Because at first it looked like she was going for
an exploder or something. Not
exploder. Well, that's what I had thought at first. Yeah. And then she picked her up kind of like a... What's an atomic drop? Mm-hmm. It kind of looked like she was doing, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And then, like you said, it was like a spine buster.
Yeah.
It was actually a pretty interesting
apparently
move.
She's used it in her NXT tryouts and stuff, or not tryouts, but you know what I mean.
Her matches.
Yeah.
So it's a little surprising that she'd use a move like that.
Especially in a dress, a long blue dress.
I'll tell you what, it's impressive that she's been able to do that with the uncomfortable, or I guess the limited.
Yeah, mobility.
Yeah. So, kudos.
But I think, like I said last week, that this match could go either way on the pay-per-view. It could either be a surprising match or a stinker.
It's true. But, it's going to be... It's going to be like one of the least focal points of the pay-per-view anyway.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So
I guess what you're saying is if this would be the right pay-per-view to put a match
absolutely.
like this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's easy to hide it.
Yeah.
Because of everything, because you're going to have the first ever Women's Money in the Bank
right.
Winner. Anytime there's a Money in the Bank match with the men, it's exciting.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, especially with this lineup.
Mm-hmm. There's going to be a good tag team match because the New Day are in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the WWE Championship, which is going to overshadow the Women's Championship regardless.
Right.
So this probably was the best time to do something
and
like
by
this.
stinker, I still think it would be better than the Bayley Alexa Bliss match.
Absolutely. That was just so bad.
Yeah.
But I think that another reason is to not... The reasoning was that they maybe wanted to put Lana in the Money in the Bank match, but weren't quite comfortable yet.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of
stuff going on.
New people in that match, too, who really aren't.
Well, Tamina's been around for a while.
Yeah, but I just mean in the type of gimmick matches. The only one who's really been in a gimmick match was... I mean, Becky was in the
cage match.
Yeah, in the cage match. And Charlotte was in the Hell in a Cell.
But I don't think that really matters. I think it's more of the communicating part. You know what I mean? Because that's probably more new to Lana.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, Natalya, Tamina,
right,
and Becky and Charlotte have been around for a long time.
Right, yeah. I think if we do see some big spots, they'll be between the three, Natalya, Becky, and Charlotte.
Absolutely, yeah. That's why Natalya's the one who went through the table last week.
Yes.
Or a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, which is funny because when they replayed it, you could see she just made it look like she was taking a regular a fall onto the mat.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the way she put her arms out and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah, it should be good.
Yeah.
So up next, they said that Jinder and Randy Orton will face each other.
Yeah.
And they kept on phrasing it like that. And I'm like, why are they having a match if they have the title match?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, because that's when Christine was like, oh, they're going to wrestle tonight? I was like, no.
Like, it doesn't make any sense, but they keep on saying it. But what actually happened was Jinder came out and he talked. He was standing on his rug. Mm-hmm. And then he kind of called out Orton.
Yeah, basically said it's going to be the end of the Orton era.
Yeah. And then Orton's music hits, and Jinder's waiting.
Well, he sent the Stooges up.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's waiting, and he's waiting. And then RKO out of nowhere.
Yep. You knew it was coming.
It came from the stands.
Yeah.
So, that was good.
Yeah.
Orton's on top, heading out. Well, actually, it was funny. He hit him with the RKO, and then he ran into the stands.
He was just standing
there. Standing there.
So why is this half-naked man standing with all these clothed people?
It's true. But,
yeah. So, then we had a backstage segment. I guess Corbin, Dolph, and Owens were in the locker room hanging out together. But Owens goes up to Corbin. He's just like, I don't like you. And then he turns to Dolph, and he's like, I dislike you less than him. But Owens was kind of being the mediator, I guess.
Well, he was trying to be the level-headed person. He's like, you guys, we gotta team together because
we don't want to go in all beaten up.
Yeah, if we take them out now, it's gonna be a Money in the Bank match just between the three of us.
That's true.
So our odds are better if it's three as opposed to 6. It's a very smart man, that Kevin Owens.
Yes.
He's got some good ideas.
Okay.
Anyway,
yeah, back to Orton.
Oh yeah. It was Renee interviewing Orton in the back, asking about what he thought about what Jinder said, because Orton didn't say anything when he went out there.
No, not at all. Yeah, but he basically said that the talking is over with.
Yep.
Now all the actions, everything will be settled in the ring.
Exactly. Well, the way it should be.
Yeah. I mean, their match wasn't bad at Backlash.
Better than I thought.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting that to be a really crappy match. It was a lot more entertaining than I thought.
Well, yeah.
Because, like, good, you can't really, or I should say, you never expect a great match out of Randy Orton, and certainly not out of Jinder Mahal, but it's better if it's going to be entertaining.
It's crazy. What has he been, a 14-time world champion?
12.
Is it 12? Okay. I thought it was more than that. Okay. That makes sense then.
I want to say
And
that
Triple H is 14.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to say it's Cena and Flair, and then it's Triple H, and then it's Orton.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, I still don't understand why Triple H never got past Flair.
Yeah,
That never made any sense to me because of how close he is. But still, technically, there's time.
there is time. That's true.
I don't think anyone really expected him to be the champion last year.
No,
But
I guess they had to do what they had to do. Whatever.
But let's continue on with SmackDown.
Yeah, that still boggles my mind.
What?
Just the fact that Orton's won the title so many times.
Well, you got to remember he was like the top heel
I know,
for a very long time.
I guess
'Cause
it's just the fact that he's never done anything for me
well,
as a character.
I never had a problem with Orton. There was always other people that I liked more.
No, yeah, but that's exactly it. It's not like, if Orton was headlining the card, I'd be like, oh, I really want to see that.
It's more like I'm going to cheer for the other person because the chances are who he faced is someone I like better.
Probably. Yeah.
I know during the Evolution thing, the only one I really liked was Batista. When he was... Anytime he feuded with Cena, that was kind of more of a boring thing.
They had a count going how many times it happened.
It's a lot.
It was a lot. And we got it again recently.
But he's solid. You know what I mean? He's a safe worker and everything. He doesn't get hurt very often.
No.
He's only had like a couple maybe, and they were both related.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's also got the legacy on his side. That's why he started Legacy.
Which I think they said Cowboy or one of the Ortons will be there.
Yeah, they said something about them being in the crowd. I don't know why.
Yeah, Cowboy Bob Orton's
Yes,
dad,
because they
right?
were in. They're going to be in
his
St.
hometown.
Louis.
Yeah.
So
Do you know what that means?
he's gonna lose.
Yep.
All right.
Which I think they actually talked about that briefly.
About losing in your hometown.
Yeah.
I feel like it did, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, something happened.
Anyway, up next is Charlotte versus Natalya.
Yeah, this was a decent match.
Well, they're both pretty good workers.
Oh yeah, no.
So you can't really say you're just surprised by quality.
No, I was just saying that. It was,
No, I'm just saying that it's pretty
No,
consistent.
yeah.
It's always strange though because Natalya, she's been around for a really long time, and her, I guess, size was like average for the women wrestlers for an extremely long time, and now you have Charlotte and like Nia Jax and
Tamina,
who are huge.
Yeah.
So Natalya looks really small, but she used to be like average size. So, but watching her, there was I don't remember, I don't know what they're called, but when she was doing like the move where you like wrap your legs around and you like hold them up, like hold their arms back.
Oh, and the rope or no?
No, it's kind of like the tarantula.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's just a freestanding thing.
Where you hold the person above you or no?
I don't think she
the surfboard or something.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I don't think she had it on above her.
All right.
But she was like standing behind her, or maybe it was above her. That would make more sense. But watching Natalya do it on Charlotte is kind of
weird to watch.
Yeah, because of the size. Because Charlotte's like huge, and it just doesn't seem like Natalya would be able to do that to her.
Well, it's kind of like not really in the same sense, but watching Kalisto wrestle guys bigger than him.
It always seems more realistic when a guy like that.
Yeah.
Because there's always been the story of speed versus strength.
That's true.
Because if the guy can't hit you, then you obviously have a better chance of winning.
Can't hit what you can't catch.
Exactly. So that is a little more believable. Because there's really never been a case of a woman superstar who's fast necessarily.
That's true. But we are in the beginning of an era, really.
Oh yeah, where everything's going to start being more. Okay, they're not grouped together; they're going to be individuals.
Right.
So.
But yeah, Charlotte ended up hitting her moonsault, which Natty kicked out at 2, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, well, she never finishes matches with the moonsault though. So. I guess
usually they're to the outside though.
It's never. Yeah. She's never in a situation.
Not too often, anyway.
Yeah.
And then I guess Charlotte went up for a second one, and Natty turned that into a power bomb.
Yeah. And while she was had her up, Charlotte was screaming, "No, no, no!"
Then they traded pins back and forth, and Charlotte ended up winning with the natural selection.
Yeah,
it's not a huge surprise.
Yeah, it's still a very abrupt ending. It feels like, you know what I mean?
Well, just almost not out of nowhere, but it just kind of
because it's just that move. Like it's good. It just doesn't feel like a finishing move. I mean, it feels almost like a lead up to something.
Right.
Like I don't know what
she usually goes into the figure 8.
No, but I don't think there's ever a time where that she changed them. I think
not like Sasha with
the backstabber to the bank statement.
Yeah.
Whereas with Charlotte, it's usually she goes for the figure 8, and if that doesn't work,
then it's natural selection.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
So it's just odd because it's not a very
fluid move, I guess.
Well, no, it's just not a big it's not grand. You know what I mean? Like the RKO.
Which, feels... someone of her status, you would expect it to be.
Yeah, because that's
Granted, Flair uses the figure 4.
Well, yeah, but you got to remember, 80s wrestling is not wrestling today.
The flabby old man.
Yeah. Like, Sweet Chin Music, that was a finisher.
Offbeat AJ with a super kick a couple weeks ago.
But I'm just saying, it's a relatively trivial move that's given...
No, it was just a bad example.
What?
The Sweet Chin Music.
No, it's a good example.
No, it's not.
Why?
Because no one really used a super kick really before.
No, I'm not saying that super kicks were. I'm just saying you're not doing a whole lot with the super kick.
Yeah, well, he had the whole tuning the band and everything like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Kicking the ground,
but it set it up. You knew it was coming.
That's my point, though. It's making it seem like more of a spectacle.
Oh, I thought you were arguing against it.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that it's similar. Right. Or it's not because Charlotte doesn't have that with her.
Okay. I thought you were arguing for it, like it being similar. That's why I was confused.
No, what I'm saying is that it was a relatively trivial move that was given.
Okay.
That's what I meant.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
So
maybe
now that we're on the same page, that would help. That would make things a lot easier most of the time.
Yeah, but it gets you annoyed, so
I guess that's true. Anyway,
so I kind of thought since we had Breezango already out on the
I was surprised when this happened.
Yeah, we were gonna get another Fashion Files segment called
with
Sweet Victory
with the old music and black and white.
So we cut to Fandango admiring himself in the mirror.
He was looking in a mirror in the hallway backstage. It wasn't even in a dressing room.
No,
it was just in the hallway.
He was like, I wonder where Breeze is. And then he finds him, and he's laid out on the floor. Then he kind of kicked him, and he startled him. And, I guess Fandango grabs like a piece of paper, and he's kind of like,
Tell me what
they look like. And so Breeze was like, greasy hair, really dry skin, one arm. And he's like, one arm? He's like, no, 2 arms. And Fandango's drawing it out, and it just ends up being 2 stick figures on a piece of paper.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. It's classic. Nice, short, and sweet.
Yeah.
It gave us what we wanted.
What I enjoyed the most about that was the fact that Breeze was wearing a romp hem. I'm like, why?
I think you want one.
No, I just think... I got a funny story. I'll tell you after this.
You can't say it.
Well, no, because it doesn't make any sense, because it's from work, but it's really fun.
All right, fine.
Anyway, So, didn't they say something else though? I thought at the end.
I
Could have sworn there's something else to it when they leave. Maybe not.
They might just have like a little zinger or something.
Yeah. So, anyway. So, moving on before I wrap my head around, or before I start pulling my hair out because I'm trying to remember. There's an interview.
I don't have that problem.
Yeah, it's true. There's an interview with Lana asking her about what she did earlier. And Lana says... What?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just
Yeah.
agreeing with you.
Lana says that she doesn't care what the WWE universe thinks about her actions.
Yep. And she said that she is going to crush Naomi.
She's also going to be the first ever ravishing champion.
Yeah.
Which is not technically wrong because Rick Rude never won the WWE title.
It's true.
But at the same time, she's not going for the WWE title.
I don't know.
Bam.
Whatever. You and your theories.
Yeah, that's true.
Speculation.
Anyway.
That brings us to the main event with Owens, Corbin, and Dolph versus AJ, Shinsuke, and Sammy.
A 6-person tag match?
I know.
Main eventing an episode of...
Not Raw.
Well, I was going to say of WWE television, because that's pretty much the only thing they do.
At least a tag team match.
Yeah, they love them some 6-man tags.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Yeah. So Shinsuke was getting beaten up the first part of the match. I think the heels were working pretty quick, making tags in and out. Not a surprise considering the fact that Owens made a big stink about them working together.
Yeah.
So.
Which would further lead to them tearing apart at the end of it, obviously.
Yeah. AJ ended up getting the tag in and got offense, so that we had some back and forth action. Then I guess Sammy ended up in the ring, and he does what he does best: get his ass kicked.
He's good at that.
Yep. But yeah, I guess Sammy was going to try to make the hot tag, and was it Owens and Corbin?
Yeah, they
ran
went
around the sides and
they pulled AJ and Shinsuke out of the ring.
It was a good spot.
Mm-hmm. It's not something that we haven't seen recently, but
no, but they're finally,
they're working as a team.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have seen that a couple of years ago. Really,
that's true.
It's more creative now with the way things. I mean, thanks. I'd say the Revival is a big.
I was gonna say it's a great idea.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
yeah, the Usos have been doing it a lot as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I forget what happened after that. Oh, Corbin ended up getting Sammy into the corner, or no, Sammy threw Corbin into the corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he ended up hitting him with a haluva kick for the pin.
Well, no,
I don't remember what happened at that moment.
Yeah, because I know Sammy had nothing to do with him. I think maybe AJ got him in the corner somehow.
No, because AJ and Shinsuke were both on the ground.
No, I think that AJ distracted Corbin and Sammy knocked him into the corner and then hit him with the haluva kick.
Yeah, I don't remember. All I remember seeing is that Corbin was in the corner.
Yeah, but I'm like, wow, they're gonna. That was fast because it was like a really quick ending.
Oh yeah, it was not a long match.
Well, yeah, that and just like it was abrupt because it just seemed like they were in the middle of their shenanigans.
Yeah.
And there was still a decent amount of time left.
Yeah, it was like 4 minutes left or something like that.
But after that, what happened was Corbin grabs a ladder after he gets pinned.
Yeah.
And then he starts attacking all the faces.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And then I guess
they brought a ladder into the ring. I don't remember.
Yeah, then he attacks.
Did he attack Owens?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Dolph? I don't know. Everybody
Owens
was
and Dolph were in the ring at the same time.
Yeah.
Wait, it was just ended up everyone was fighting.
Yeah.
Corbin went up the ladder to try to grab the briefcase.
Yeah.
And then Shinsuke knocks him off the ladder.
Yeah.
And then he climbs up and struggles for about a minute and a half trying to unlatch the thing.
Yeah.
And then that was how SmackDown Live ended. With Shinsuke holding the briefcase.
Yep. That's not going to work if he can't get the briefcase off.
It's true. That's a real problem
why
for him.
I wrote that he hit him with a Kinshasa. Did that happen?
Yeah, he hit Corbin after he knocked him off the ladder.
Yes.
It was a really ugly one.
Yeah, because he hit the ropes.
Yeah.
And then, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, he hit He hit Corbin in the chest.
Yeah, that's what it was.
With the knee, which makes no sense. Well, that's why I figured it wasn't really worth mentioning because it was ugly.
Yeah, I wrote it down and I was trying to play it out in my head and I was like, oh, yeah, I guess that did happen.
Yeah, it was ugly.
But,
anyway.
Yep. So that was our SmackDown Live review.
What?
I had to.
Oh, the live part. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you liked what you saw here, please like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.